Test, test, test. Test, test, test. All right. Wow, in before bot Rick, so you got here early. All right. Wow, in before bot Rick, so you got here early. Wow, in before bot Rick, so you got here early. Oh, that's a bummer. You got to get up early, huh? Expa? All right, well, Mr. Finster, if you're still with us, before you go, I want to let you know that I will be streaming on Mondays now. So my schedule is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. I think that's where I'm going to settle in. 3 days a week is plenty for me. Hey, that works out. Nice. All right. Yep. Well, you can always watch the VOD later on. Yeah, have a good one. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Challenge shortcuts? Well, yeah, I did. So in that room, that little dungeon area that's underneath spawn, you know, it's got the little iron bars under the stairs. We were talking about, hypothetically, you could pull a levitation potion. And so I went to try it, and on my first try, I pulled a levitation potion. The thing is, and I'm currently doing a playthrough that I am recording, that I'm going to post. I might trim it down a little because it's like 4 hours already, and I still haven't found the king. But I'm like going through and learning the area. The hard part is finding the king. If I can find the king, like 80% of the work is done. Then it's just a matter of getting there as quick as possible. I mean, there are a few shortcuts here and there, and I mean, nothing like mind-blowing. There is, I detailed 2 different shortcuts to get out of the starter tower in my 7 secrets video. I like to use the one on the outside to just hop all the way down. I don't like going through that little tunnel because it takes a little longer. They're both safe. Anyway, let's get started here. What level am I now? 24? All right, we're making some good progress. I I've gotten supreme potions out of there. So there is a non-zero chance that you could get a, I think it's called supreme or superior or master, whatever the highest level, the big fat round ones. It is theoretically possible to get one of those big potions from that little pile of starter potions underneath the stairs. Yes, that is correct. See, what altitude am I at here? I'm at max altitude. All right, hey, I want to start doing bosses. I think I should go down. Because I got this monster now. So, and actually, I remember what I wanted to do. Let's stop here for a second. Have I been to that village yet? Is that the one I was just at? Oh, no, it's a new one. I haven't been to that one. Okay. What I wanted to do is come over and put this to use. What do I need for this? I need aluminum ingot. Do I have aluminum? I have aluminum. Oh, I don't have enough iron. We'll see you around. I need to find some stuff to mulch up. Or you know what? I could just go down to this island. I bet they've got iron. I want to level it up to like level 3. Just to see if we get any good mods out of it. I believe that the Mortivar Lord spawns somewhere between 700 to 800 in that particular seed. I don't know what it is in general, but that was what they said. They said it was something like 700 to 800, 500 to 800, something like that. When they posted the contest rules, they gave us like hints of like where to look for the Lord, like what altitude to look. And I just remember that it was like 800 at the high end. All right, well. Oh, I could pick these up too. I have plenty of iron now. Oh yeah. When I first started, I worked my way up and I got this axe and I had it for a long time. Until I finally got some steamer weapons. No, I got rid of the axe when I got... Yeah, I think it wasn't until first Ascent when I got the steamer weapons. Anything interesting here? No. What about you? Anything interesting? No. Nope. +4 duration of potion effects. Yeah, I still don't have the crystal blade. I've never found the crystal blade. But I did find Void Decree the other day. So I'm making a new video. I was making an ice caster video. Because I found the ice shield. But then I found Void Decree and I was like, oh, well, you know, we're going to back burner the ice caster and we're going to go with Void Decree. And I do think, like, I haven't fully finished it yet, but I do think that there's a viable, like, end game build for Void Decree because it does more poison damage than a perfect tier poison rune. It is currently the highest possible poison in the game. They said third sub-altitude and higher, but I am more of a global player with just 50 hours in Everwind now. Most of my knowledge on game abuse is general, so no idea what exactly is most chance. I haven't seen any gray geese, only the white ones. Yeah, they went with some non-traditional animals. There's pheasants. This was a female pheasant. There's geese, there's pigs, but there's also boars. And of course, the famous capybara. Let me see, what shops do we have in this town? There's a goose there. Honk. I steal your wood. Part on your general direction. Huh. Well. Interesting. First try. Ooh. Now that is a good use of a lockpick. All right. Let's $28, $24. All right. So yeah, we're getting a huge upgrade. We're going to get all of this next level. See you later. Gonna need some of these. Toss these in here as well. Uh-oh, we're moving. I did not mean to move. Okay, we're not moving. Oh, and we need some blue gems. Critical strike and fast attack. All right. I just hope the third one isn't like I would much rather have stronger attack or critical damage. The one I don't want is backstab. And coins. I need 2 more aluminum. I do have 2 more. All right. That's all I wanted to do for now. So we'll put this away. Stun chance? I'll take it. That's not bad. Alright, we can put this metal away. We got a bit of wood out of that, too. Alright. Oh, I'm sinking. Forgot to put on the parking brake. So apparently there is a non-zero chance that when you disengage with a trade screen from a vendor, that everybody will just suddenly go hostile on you. Because that happened to me the other day. I was trading with them. I did not accidentally hit anyone. Didn't even swing my weapon. I was just standing there, and I was done examining the trades. And I didn't see anything I liked, and so I exited the screen. And the moment I exited the screen, everybody went bonkers. The only thing I can think of is that after I ran away, I ran to the far side of town, and I found just a rat tail laying on the ground. And I'm thinking that maybe a rat attacked the villagers, and they just went hostile on everybody. Okay. A jealous lover, maybe? That's my girlfriend! You don't talk to my girlfriend! Dang it, Daryl, he's just a customer! How did I get in here? Where's the... Oh, it's on this side. Okay. I went up the wrong side. You know, I'm just gonna go back to the ship. These? You just push E, but these are stick blocks. You see how there's a hand symbol there? These are designed to be picked up. Okay. They're the only blocks that do that. They're, you have them. Like when you start the game, you have the recipe. It's like right over here. And it's just sticks and fiber. So you can make them like... You could still be on the roof of the spawn tower and make them because there's sticks and fiber up there. Yeah, they're the best. I wish that Minecraft's what are those, the yellow ones made out of bamboo? The scaffolding. I wish the scaffolding blocks in Minecraft work like that. All right. Put that away. I had a message I posted a while back said, thick blocks are the most dangerous weapon in the game. I think I was putting dirt in here. Here. No. All right. Well, we'll put it here. I can't even settle on how chickens look. All right. Ooh, I see a rotten biome. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, I play D&D on Tuesday nights, and last Tuesday we were in an underground like dwarven like sanctum, and we came to this one part that was just a lot of twisty and very maze-like and labyrinthian. So I just got out the chalk and I'm like, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an arrow on the wall pointing back to the exit with a number. So if I come across an exit and I see an arrow and it's got a number 7 behind it, I know that there are 7 intersections to get back to the entrance. And if I come across another... Ugh. Really? What a cheap shot. Did I have something in my inventory? What did I even drop? Really? My keys? You took the keys from my hotbar? This game is trolling. Anyway, the other advantage is that if I'm at intersection 7 and I go back and I come across, intersection 42, I know that A, the maze is moving because there's no way that intersection 42 is next to intersection 7. And B, I know that I'm lost. One of the big problems about being lost is you don't know right away that you're lost. You're lost for a while before you realize that you're lost. But if you've got signs everywhere telling you, like, you come around a corner and you see a sign that says, dude, you're going the wrong way. See if we can get any of those fancy lights. Nothing over here. Oh, these guys and their lightning. Miss me. Gotta go the other way. And if you got to get real fancy, you could always use the shadow marks from Skyrim. So you're like, okay, I've been down that hallway, and I know that there's something bad there, so I can mark it with a shadow mark for danger. Got some manolith over here. You don't want to hit them directly because it destroys the manolith. You want to hit the block they're attached to. That's not the one I wanted, but I'll take it. I love using one monster's explosion to kill another monster. Oh, look at that. They're going at it. No? Don't see any glitched lights in here. Ooh, look at that. This one you can hit directly. That's not bad. This one down. Yeah. I really should, you know, I should go back to that town. How much XP do I need? I need 8,000? Where's the entrance to this thing? Here we go. Actually, you know what? I'll take all of this except for that. Actually, no, I'll take that too because I could sell it. Actually, I won't take it because even if I do sell it, it's worthless. It's only worth like 2 coins. There we go. Now we're talking. Still no glitched lights. Lots of coins, though. Man, I was hoping there'd be a blaze crystal in here. Why they call it crystal of blaze and crystal of force instead of just force crystal and blaze crystal and spirit crystal. It just rolls off the tongue smoother. Like butter. What's this? 675. Collect sulfur. 8. How many of these? Whoa. Okay, you know what? I'm going back to that village. I have all of this stuff. I did not realize I had collected that many of these quests. Okay. I needed, what was it? Tin ore? Bronze ingot. 4 bronze ingots. Wait, that can't be right. Oh, these are completed ones. Okay, I thought that was... I was like, there's no way I have that many open. But, at this altitude, those fetch quests, they give a lot of XP. What is this? Why is there... Not even gonna waste a real weapon on you. There we go. There we go. All right. Because I'll bet you, after I turn this in, they've got another quest there on the bulletin board for me. One thing I like that they changed, because in my other save, I had, I think I had placed a flag on the island where I got the quest, and then they changed it so it's like, oh, you don't need to go back there. You can just go to any town and turn it in. All right. Well, you're about to see me use it. Boom. Where's the town hall? There it is. Look around to the other side. Oh, I don't have the mushrooms in my inventory anymore. I forgot to bring them with me. And I also need... There we go. 10 ingots. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you. And then where did I put those green mushrooms? There we go. Toxic mushroom. Okay. Now, how about the 10? I guess I did them both at once. Yes, I have. Of course, you know, I had, I mean, you can actually see me beat it. I've got 2 different videos. One where I beat him with this very axe. Although, at that time, my axe is a +10. And I have another video where I beat him with the, Scarlet Scythe. The Scarlet Scythe, I want that for this run. Like, I want that to be my main weapon. Because that weapon is so fun. That's why that first 2 episodes, I was looking so hard for the Capybara Merchant. Because the Scarlet Scythe just shreds. And it's deceptive. It tricks you. It makes you think. It's like I'm going to look like a really garbage weapon. But then it has that, like, secret extra damage that it adds. And it doesn't show you the number on the weapon. But it's like an extra 150 damage that it does. And it takes this mediocre, like, you know, vendor trash weapon, basically, and turns it into an absolute monster. I call it the human blender. Let me go check this shop over here. I'm just gonna go check the shop. I think I already checked this shop. Yeah, I was in here before. Oh, I remember. I switched from this axe to a great maul. I forget what it's called. The steel warhammer. Or I finally ended up. Let's see. I have shield, armor, and what was the other thing I had? Was it boots? I think it was boot. No, it was a helmet. I'm not going to bother getting the recipes. Because I am eventually going to find them. Alright. So what did that put me at? What do I need now? I need like 5k more. Let's just go do some quests. Alright, I'm going to actually go back down to sea level. I really want to find the Capybara Merchant. Because I feel like he's going to unlock a lot of power for me. Where's spawn? There it is. 26K, huh? I see it. I see them both. I see all three. Well, my build is, and I actually did a video on it. If you go back and look at my video, I use a build called Death Eater. But it's very equipment dependent because you need to have the best. Did I see one over here or was it over here? There it is. You need to have the best lifesteal amulet that you can get, which is 5%. You get that, and then use the green mushroom buff. The toxic mushrooms, the ones that I just turned in, when you eat them, they poison you. But if you have this skill right here, anger management, gives you 35% damage bonus. And on top of that, now it used to work this way, it doesn't anymore, but there was the adrenaline rune that I was also using. That was giving me, every time I took damage from the poison, it was giving me 5 points of stamina. So I could just attack and attack and attack. But on top of that, I also had, like, what was the other thing I had? I was level 40, so for starters, I mean, being level 40, you're going to have... I had this maxed out, which allows you to ignore part of his defense sometimes, and this goes off more often than you think. 12%, that's like, what, 1 in 8, I think? I also had... This helps on crits. And I just had a really good weapon. If you go watch the video... Oh, wait, no. The first time I did it, I actually didn't have the mushroom with me. I beat him without the mushroom. It took me, like 3 minutes. Well, once I, like, understood, like, what he had going on... Wow, and look at that. It is absolutely blackout. Look at that. Like, I could see that island, and this is nuts. I mean, if you keep watching my stream, eventually I'm going to find one and kill him. I'll show you how I did it. I had something weird happen today. I fought a legendary treant. Or an ent. And when I killed it, all of the loot that it dropped, like it was from the loot table from the Mortivar Golem, or not, from the Grimverd Golem. It dropped a Grimverd heart, it dropped 4 crystals of spirit. It dropped a bunch of Grimrock. And it dropped a bunch of weapon recipes. That's the weird thing, though, is the recipes it dropped were not the green crystal ones. They were like a stone axe and like copper boots. It was a weird, like, I wasn't upset. I thought it was cool. But it was a weird drop. You don't expect that. Okay. I did get it on tape. I'm going to be, I don't know how I'm going to do it, because the video's 4 hours long, and I don't want to post a 4-hour video, but I do want to post. There's a lot of cool stuff happened in that run. I ran through an entire dungeon. When I got to the end and turned around, there was like 9 Grimverds behind me. Not Grimverds, Mortivars. And then I'm like, you know what? I got a big weapon. These guys are weak, and I just slaughtered them all. Whoa. That was pretty cool. Ooh, I think I see the water. There it is. We're getting close. They really should make that a splashing sound. When you hit the water, it should go thump like that. Alright, well, I can't do anything here because I don't know where anything is, so I kind of just gotta wait around for the rain to stop, I guess. Yeah, hard water. No, just go to any merchant and buy a talent renewal potion. It'll reset your skills. They only cost 1,000. I think I have one. I could show it to you. I'm not sure if I have one. I might. Yeah, these right here. See, I've got 4 of them. They're not even rare. You just buy one of these. It resets all of your skills, and you can reassign them however you want. What I'm hoping for is on the next update, I don't want them to raise the skill cap. I could see them raising it to like 50, but I don't want to go past that. What I want is for them to do an overhaul of the skills, because like the engineer's not even done, and the wizard, or the wizard, the arcanist and the warrior, they kind of need some tweaking. Wow, this is a long time for this rain. I wonder, you know, I'm going to try something. No, that's not what I wanted to do. You want to leave without creating a world? Yes. First Ascent, that's what I wanted. Why? That's boring. If you can have every skill, then every character will just look the same. I would prefer, because it's like in Dungeons and Dragons. If you decided you want to be a rogue, well, you can't cast spells. Sorry. And if you want to be a spellcaster, all right, well, you don't get Barbarian Rage then. And if you want to be a barbarian, okay, that's fine. You don't get Bard Song. I was hoping if I left and came back that the rain would stop. I prefer games where it's not possible for me to have all of the skills on one character, because that creates replayability. If one time I decide, all right, I'm gonna go down this side and I'm gonna do, you know, where is it? Recycling, and then I'm gonna go advanced bow, and I'm gonna go headshot, and I'm gonna go backstab, and I'm gonna go throat slice, and just build a hard archer, right? And I'll pick this up too. I can have a completely different playstyle than if I decide, all right, well, I'm going to do this instead, and, you know, I'll pick up this and pick up heavy armor and just go tanky, which is completely different than if I decide, all right, I'm going to go to the Arcanist and I'm going to go lightning mastery, and I'm going to go, and even within the Arcanists, you could choose to stay to focus on staves, because there's all these staff skills here. Staff skills. Or you could just start dumping into these book skills and specialize in books instead. But if I have 100 skills, I don't have to pick one. There's no, like, part of a survival game is that you have to make difficult choices. I only have so many choices on this ship. So eventually I got to say to myself, you know what? I don't need these bones. I can just throw them in the water and then leave them. I would be okay if they did it the way that they did Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, you can level up forever. Now, and the caveat there being that is intended to be a single-player experience. It does not have any multiplayer capability. But what they did in that game was they made the level cap is really high, but when you get to the really high level caps, the XP to get to the next level is just monstrous. So, like, I have a character in like my main playthrough that he's like level, I want to say 174, but I've been playing him for 5 years and he's still not capped out. That I'm okay with. If they want to make it so they're like, all right, like, this level is 14,000. If they make it so that to get to level 70 from level 69 is like 50,000 points, I'd be okay with that. Because then it's like you have a long-term goal. You have something to grind towards. And when you see somebody walk in that's like a level 100 character, you're like, dude, that guy's been playing since beta. Right, like, I respect that. Like, I'm not telling people that, I'm not saying that your way of enjoying the game is wrong. That's okay. What I'm saying is that the game can only be one way. So either you're going to be unhappy or I'm going to be unhappy. Either it has a level cap or it doesn't. So this isn't a question of, like, is your way right or is my way right? They're opinions. I'm not right. You're not. It's opinions. It's your preference. It's my preference. There's no right or wrong answer. But for the purposes of developing the game, they have to pick one. And, you know, another thing that occurs to me, as a content creator, if you have to be choosy and selective with your skills, that means there's a variety of builds, and every one of those builds is another video I can make. But if you could just max out your level, you don't need build videos. You just take every skill. I win. I like making builds. And I do it in Fallout. I had a lot of Fallout 4 builds back in the day. And because, yeah, technically you have infinite levels, but nobody really plays the character up to like level 200 unless they're obsessed with the game like me. Most people, they'll play a character and fall out to like level 35, 40, maybe 50. And they're like, you know what, I want to try a different build, and they'll start a new character. There. Oh, I see. Okay. So that's an interesting idea, actually. Where, you know what? And here's the thing, right? There is a game called Vampire the Masquerade. And in one of the systems that they developed... Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting congested. In one of the systems that they developed, they had a graduated system like that. All right, I can see where I'm going now. Ooh, there's a rock bio over there. So, and that's because in that game, like, I don't know if you guys, any of you have ever tried a LARP, but in Vampire the Masquerade, sometimes you'll play the same character for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And after a while, you'll have this just like monstrously powerful character. So like, well, we need to do something to taper that off. So like the first, you know, like 100 XP, you get them like 5 XP a week. And then the next like 50, you get 4 a week. And then the next one, it's 3 a week, and then 2 a week, until you're getting like 1 XP a month. In that game, XP is a lot more valuable. Like 1 point is enough to buy a skill point, 3 points is enough to buy a new power. But yeah, it's a similar concept to what you're suggesting there, and it actually does work. So if they were to do it that way, I actually would support that idea. I think that's a good idea. Because it makes it so that, like, it's easy to get up to level 40 or 50, so you could have build videos. But if somebody wanted to spend time and invest, like, a lot of effort into getting the character up to exceptionally high levels, they would be rewarded for that work. You know, and I don't know why I didn't think of this. It's like, that's actually like a super good idea. I really like. You should actually go and make that a suggestion, because it's the best of both worlds. Like, a level 50 character would be reasonably viable in that system, but beyond that would be extremely difficult. So if you're just doing a build video, you'd stop at 50. Like, the more I think about it, like, that's a really good idea. It perfectly solves this conundrum. It makes it so that Brian can level up forever and have as many skill points as he wants, but I could still have my viable level 50 builds. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta go. I'll be right back, okay? Just a sec. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm hearing air raid sirens over here, and there's clear skies. So it's not a test because they do the air raid tests on the first Tuesday of each month, and it's not a tornado or a storm because there's nothing in the sky. So I need to find out what's this air raid siren. National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm watch. Okay, it's a severe... so I guess there's a storm coming. Give me a sec here. All right. So there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for my... I'm in the Midwestern U.S., so... let me check the weather report here. Check the weather radar. Okay. So apparently there's a storm front that's like just rolling in right now, and I can hear the thunder. It should be fine. It shouldn't be an issue. Let's just keep on going. As long as there's no tornadoes. All right. Let's just keep looking for the capybara merchant. But just so you guys know, I may have to wrap a little early. Thank you. I don't think I'll lose connection, though, because we just got Google Fiber, like, last week. And they already came by, they buried the cable and everything, so... I don't know why sometimes when I stream, like my sinuses, I'll start to stream and I'll be fine. Excuse me. I'll start the stream, I'll be fine, and then my sinuses just seize up. Ooh, Capybara Island. Almost didn't notice it because there's almost nothing on it. But there is something on it. just make a quick little stop over here. I want to go up and get this. Now he's a sad cat because he lost his tangerine. Oh, and on top of that, now my headphones are about to lose their battery. Yeah, that is the rule. 3 sneezes and you turn into a zombie. I could still stream as a zombie, though. What do we got here? Health buff. I'll take it. Ah, it worked. Doesn't always work. But sometimes you can get manaless out of these stones on the sides here. Ah. See, that one didn't give me one. Ooh. What do we got? Nothing interesting. Anything over here? There's some more tangerines over here. All right. So I just got a notification from YouTube the other day that I am eligible for memberships, which I kind of know what those are. But like, I don't know. I know you're like supposed to give members special stuff, but I don't know. Like maybe I could set up some unique emojis or something. What about a Discord? I could set up a Discord. Do we want a community Discord? Like a special members only Discord? All right. I tell you, it'll get a lot easier for me to make videos once they introduce creative mode. Because it's like right now, if I want to like make a video for, like for example, I wanted to make a video about Void Decree, I had to physically find a Void Decree. Where if I had creative mode, I could just, you know, open the console and be like, take me to a Void Decree. I mean, I do feel like it's more authentic that way because, you know, it would be disingenuous of me to be like, oh yeah, this was easy to find. And like the whole time I used a console command to find it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we'll put this one over here as well. paper in here. We'll put this in here as well. Anyway, we're done with this island. Let's move on. You like that idea, huh? You know, and I'm kind of spilling a secret here by saying this. Oh yeah, they're around. It's just like when you find a Cappy Island, there's so many other more interesting structures. Like it's easy to like escape your notice. But I've seen them before. I was thinking about setting up like the very instant that they have like independent server support, like so we could set up a multiplayer server. Just doing that, just setting up a multiplayer server, having like a really big, like opulent, like what was the name of that one? Like a Hightail style server, Hypixel. Like, you know how they have that big, huge, like just massive, gaudy, like spawn. Gaudy in a good way. It's very flashy. I like it. Just build like Manhattan Island as a spawn. All right, we've moved out to a wider ring here. Like, I really want to do that. I really, really want to set up a server. Like a multiplayer server. And I think that might be the thing that I could offer members, would be like, you know, you're a channel member, you get access to the server. But like, I would need certain kinds of mods. Like, before they could do multiplayer, there needs to be some kind of protection on your ship. Otherwise, any Yahoo could come along and just be like, all right, well, this is my ship now, and just fly away with it. When you log back in, you're still standing in the same spot, your ship is gone. Because some jackwagon flew off with it. Like, our ships need car keys. Like, oh, you have this attunement stone in your inventory, and this stone is attuned to this ship, and if you don't have the stone, you just can't turn the ship on. The ship just doesn't go. Like a key fob. I don't know. I don't want to rush into it. I don't want to take my time. I want to make sure I do it right, because when, you know, you only get one chance to make a first impression, right? So, like, I want to make sure if I do this, that it's done in a way that, like, everybody really likes and enjoys. Yeah, that would have to be like a mod or something. I hope that they put something like that, because, like, like I claimed this core, right? And if you can join my world and just take the ship, then what does claiming even mean? Right? When I claim the core, that should mean it's my ship and only I can use it. And if I want another ship, I need to go out and find another core. And that should also lock all the chests on your ship so that only you can access your chests. But then that's going to hamper, like, if you want to have a multiplayer crew. Like, let's say you're on my crew and you have your crew quarters, like your room. I can't lock every chest on the ship to you, but I also don't want to leave none of them locked because, like, I want, if there's a chest with like wood or dirt or rocks or something like that, I want you to be able to get to that. But I don't want you to be able to get to the chest that has my personal collection of high-powered weapons. Because, maybe not you, but, some random guy number 234, he turns out to be a jerk and just steals all my weapons and bails. Like, you know what this game needs? The game needs an ender chest of some kind. Except not a chest. You know what it should be? Okay, so it should be a cube, right? It is a cube. It's a block that when you put it down, opens up a door. And you go inside, and it's a personal portable vault. The only person that can enter the vault, and it doesn't have to be a big room. It could be something that's like 8 blocks deep, 2 blocks wide, lined with chests on both walls. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chests. 10 large chests. I'm not doing 2B2T. That's nuts. That's just lawless chaos. Which some people are into that. I'm not one of them. I want people on my server, I want, claim protect. But I don't want... See, it's difficult to strike a balance, right? I suppose, actually, in this game, it would be easy if somebody were to, say, I'm going to claim this one island. All right, that's your one island. Because, I played on another server where they have claim protect, right? Where you could literally go with a shovel and just click this block and then walk over there and click that block. And the 2 blocks make opposing corners of a square, and everything inside that square is yours. And no one can touch it, change it, or manipulate it, or mess with it, except for you. And you start off with 2,000 claim blocks. And on that server, I'm up to 800,000 claim blocks. I could claim a small city at this point. But the way I got there was playing over time and earning in-game currency and buying more claim blocks. I don't know if I want to do it that way. If somebody wants to come in and just claim that island over there and just make that their base, I would like them to just be able to claim the entire island right off the bat. Maybe to start with, you can claim one island, and then as you progress, you can get a second and a third and so forth. One thing I didn't like was I would go out into the middle of nowhere, and I would go 250,000 blocks away from spawn. And no, it wasn't that far because the entire map was only 40k by 40k. So it was I'd go 10,000 blocks from spawn, a good distance in a random direction. Not a cardinal direction, not one of the 45 degree straight to the corner, a random direction that wasn't a cardinal direction. And I'd just find some little field somewhere that's open. And I'd put down a claim there. And I'd make a decent-sized claim, but obviously, I only had limited blocks. I couldn't claim the whole field. And I'd build a base. And I'd set up a beacon so that I could get the beacon buffs. And as soon as I set up that beacon, like, people could see those things from, like, 5,000 blocks away. It's crazy. And they'd come to me, and they'd put their claim right up against mine. And I'm like, dude, there's... what is 160 million blocks for you to pick. Why you gotta pick the one right next to me? Go away. Not 160 million. It's 160 with 8. Eight zeros? So that'd be 3. So it'd be 1.6 billion. 1.6 billion blocks that they could pick. And they gotta pick the 10 by 10 spot right next to me. Well, I wanted to get some of your beacon. I'm like, all right, well, I'm shutting off the beacon until you leave. You get nothing. It'd be one thing if they asked, Like, I don't mind if they ask. Or if it's somebody I know. Someone I've been playing with on that server for a while. Even if they're not like a real life friend. If they're just a friend from the server. That's fine. But if I have never heard of you before. This, and you just show up and just set up shop next to me. It's like, what are you doing, dude? You don't know me like that. They just put your house next to mine? Like, come on. People don't understand the concept of buffer zones. It's like, what if I decide, I got more claim blocks, I want to expand my claim. Now I can't, because you're just right up against me. And the worst ones, I had one setup where I had a guy who claimed a spot right next to me that was between me and the fast travel point. Like, they claimed part of the path that led to my house. And then they left the server and never came back. They logged in, they claimed a chunk of land, and then they rage quit and never came back. And it's like, dude, come on. So now there's just this dead piece of land that I can never access. I mean, at least they didn't block me from it, but come on. Anyway, that's enough digression. You know what? I could be selling all of this stuff. I don't know why I'm dumping it. I'm just going to sell all of this stuff to this pirate guy. I'm going to buy all this cool stuff that he's got. Anything up here? Negative. All right. Don't need that. Don't need that. Gonna hold on to that. Okay, let's see. 80? You want 80 coins for some netting. But 25 for a lockpick, which is way more valuable? Okay. Alright, cool story, bro. Alright. You know what I should do? I bet these are worth something. These are pyrite. What are these worth? Oh, I don't have that skill yet. Oh, they're not worth anything. But we got bronze bars down here. I bet these are worth something. Wow, really? There. That. Don't do that. No, wait. Where's... There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Anything else here I want? Negative. Nope. Still no hat. I will be right back. And I'm back. All right. Back to the ship. Yeah, I realize when I get that pirate hat, I'm never taking it off. The pirate hat is objectively the best hat in the game. Period. Hands down. Like there's no conversation. There's no discussion. It's just the best one. It just wins. It's a pirate hat. Obviously, it's the best. Okay, no, I want to go this way. I think I see another one over there. Yeah, I see another pirate over there. Let's go. Let's go! Oh, we're just spinning all over the place. Hey, ungodly Doge. Doge? Am I saying that right? Yes, well, sort of. I mean, I started a new world, like... This is like day 10 of this world. Okay, nothing interesting. Just go ahead and clear out the skelly pirates down here. Oh, that was a lot of runes. Okay. Was not expecting that many runes. Squeeze me. Bunch of extra stuff just laying around over here. That's a waste. I forgot I had these keys with me. All right. Oh, go ahead and sell these. There we go. Doesn't have any netting. Okay. All right. Show me a hat. Nope. No hat. I do love that the colors of the water change with the biome. Like you get this really nice aquamarine color in desert biomes, but then you get like a nice like midnight blue color when you're in a forest biome, and then you get like a really dark, like a Merlot color almost when you're in a rotten biome. This game really does need some kind of a radar. Am I still capped? That's right, I still need to get magnesium. How many do I have? 3. I need 7 more magnesium. Oh, there's a Cappy Island. Not the one I'm looking for, but... start. Supposedly, I don't know if this is true. I have not seen any evidence of this. I have only heard hearsay. But supposedly, these pagodas, the ones that are not the capybara pagoda, do still have like a 5% chance to spawn a capybara merchant. But like I said, that is only hearsay. I've heard people say it. I've never seen anybody prove it. And I personally have never observed it, so take it for what you will. These boxes still won't give me planks. See, this one does. You get a lot of fragments over here. Look at this. On my other map, I found my Cappy like 24k from spawn. Which at first I thought was a lot, but then I hear people talk about like, yeah, mine was 98,000. I'm like, geez. I guess I got lucky. Uh. Okay, people, move along. Nothing to see here. Oh, that was a loud one. Just heard some lightning outside, or some thunder, I should say. Man, that island giving me false hope. I thought that was a capybara island. It's just some busted lookout tower. Come on, Cappy. Yeah, I have never seen one either, and I've seen far more than 11. And it really does got like a scorpion vibe to it, doesn't it? Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should like... Because I was thinking about putting something on the front there to make it look like actual pincers. But that felt a little too on the nose. That's a red ship right there. every once in a while I see something curious and I'm like, I'm going to take a closer look at that. Then I take a closer look and it's like, oh, that's boring. Man, I don't want to be at this forever, but this is... Like, I'm torn. Like, on one hand, it's like, this would be a huge power boost if I can find this guy. Like, a huge power boost. He has the weapon that I want for this run. Like, I want the Scarlet Scythe. But I know there's some unique structure somewhere that has a Scarlet Scythe. I have no idea what that structure looks like. I don't even know what biome it's in. I've never seen it. I've never found it. I've only heard people talking about it on the Discord. But I know the Capybara merchant's got one. And I know what his house looks like. But at the same time, I know that me just literally driving in circles is not fun for you guys to watch. So I'm like, what do I do? Because I know once I get the Scarlet Scythe and I just start smashing face on everything, you guys are going to love it. It's going to be awesome. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just drive around for a little bit longer. You know, the one thing that might hold me up on that, although I've got 14. We're about to hit a wall. There it is. This is why you don't put the ship on autopilot. Now there's an idea. Because like part of me wants to just like find it when I'm off stream. So you guys don't have to sit through this. Because this is boring. But I was like, man, that feels kind of like I know I sometimes have to do little things here and there off stream, but I don't like doing stuff off stream. To feel like the whole point is, you know, to do it on stream so you guys can watch. All right. Well, that's a ringing endorsement to continue. Just go over. Look at this giant island. This thing is huge. We're gonna have an island the size of Australia here. It's gonna have one lighthouse. I mean, I could for real be at it for days. Because it could, you know, I don't know if I'm anywhere near it. I know there's a merchant in there. I've never really talked to them. I have killed them on more than one occasion. You ever see that movie with, was it Willem Dafoe and Leonardo DiCaprio? Or they're like lighthouse tenders and like they go crazy. I think it was a black and white movie. Well, I mean, unless you're playing on the same seed as me. I don't know how beneficial that's going to be. My first one on my first playthrough, like no lying, I found him in half an hour. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I found him that fast. But then I forgot to write down the coordinates. So when I wanted to go back, I was like, because I'm like, oh, well, he's just in that direction. I know where he is. But then like a couple days later, when I wanted to go back, I'm like, wait, which direction was it? Oh, shoot. Because I didn't write the coordinates down. So like, it took me like 3 days to find him again. And like when I did find him, I had this view where I was looking back behind me. And you see that island back way back there? It's like right at the center of the screen right now. That island is where my island was. My Capybara Island was. It was just about to go over the horizon and disappear when I spotted it. And I was like, whoa, 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 hard stop. Hard stop. And I did a U-turn. I almost missed it. That's why I'm like spinning around so much, because I know if I'm not paying attention, I will miss it. I probably have already missed it at least once. I passed by that spot twice before I saw it. Yeah. I had somebody ask me today, and they made a pretty solid point about if you just run in a straight line, you know, you'll see the same number of islands generate as if you go in a circle. And well, yeah, that's true. But at the same time, like, when you're going in a circle, you're going to pass by the same spot multiple times as your circle grows. So you'll have multiple opportunities to see it. Plus, for me, it's important to find one that is close to spawn. Yeah, I could just pick a direction and go for 250,000 blocks, and in that span, I probably will see a Capybara Shrine, or Merchant, but if it's 250,000 blocks away from spawn, I don't care. Like, that's not useful to me. like the one I found, like I said, is 24K for that's functional. I can get there from spawn in like 5 minutes. That's usable. And I don't know. I don't see why there would only be one. But I would imagine that if they're this hard to find, they're very, 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 very far apart. Like, you're not going to find 2 capybara merchants on adjacent islands. That'd be like a 1 in a billion spawn. Let me tell you, that wouldn't be a golden seed. That would be a platinum seed. If anybody ever found 2 capybara islands, like, adjacent to each other in one spot, like that island and this island close together, I mean, that's a golden ticket right there. Because in addition to having 2 distinct opportunities on each reset to get rare items, you also have a base 7,000 coins to go and sell all your trade loot. So, like, I am in favor of the capybara merchant being exceptionally rare, but not that rare. I'm also looking for pirate hats. That's what I was doing when I found my Cappy merchant the first time. I was looking for pirate hats and I came across the merchant. I was like doing what I'm doing here, where I'm like looking for merchants and capybaras. And I can understand the conundrum there, because like it's supposed to be a rare thing, but if they make it too common, you'll have scenarios where people have like the capybara merchant be like 100 blocks away from spawn. I had a spawn that me and my buddies started to do a co-op, and right next to our spawn, less than 100 blocks, was an island that had a shrine on it, a monolith, with 2 Ents. We both went and so the way that works, you just only need to hit the creature once to get XP for killing it. So we went and, you know, did the thing where we dig a hole and then drop him into it, and then we each hit him once and then dug out the dirt at the bottom of the hole, and he fell in the water and died. And after doing this twice, you know, we went from level 2 to like level 9. All right, let's see here. Let's make some sticks. Which, I mean, was kind of cool. All right. Give me your hat. Dang it. Still no hat. Out over here. You found some amazing places to search that make it so much less monotonous. Well, yeah. I mean, there's always cool stuff to find. And I think that's one of the strengths of this game is that even if you're not finding the thing you're looking for, you are finding adventure! Made me think of Flapjack. Oh, look, Reginald, they come in pairs. How quaint. And they didn't have it. Knuckles was a pirate, but he didn't have a ship. They sailed around on the back of a whale. What was a whale's name? I can't remember. No, I think it was Bubby. That doesn't sound right. That could be it. I don't think it was Candyland. I think it was Candy Island. Now remember, the dentist was married to Candy Wife. This is my Candy Wife. Any more pirate islands? There's usually... Oh, there's another one over there. They don't usually come alone. Usually you find one of these pirate islands, you find one or two more nearby. Knock, knock. You know what, though? Going around collecting all of these, I am getting a lot of these nets and the gunpowder, which I need to upgrade the hat. So when I do finally get the hat, I'll have everything I need. I'll already have what I need to upgrade it. I think I should put this big honking hanker on the side of the ship. I won't go there. Maybe on the next ship. Pretty sure I got the recipe for these, so I'm just going to sell it. He doesn't have... Oh, I like these. I definitely... Like, my next ship is for sure going to be, like, super hard on the nose pirate ship, and I'm going to use all of this stuff. Like, I'm going to make the entire ship out of charred tropical wood. Let's see, what else can I sell? I can sell that. Those, that. Uh-huh. That. Alright, you don't have anything else I want. Oh, I didn't sell the anchor yet. Lockpicks? No lockpicks. You don't have anything I want. Well, rat tails. There we go. Still no hat. I don't want that. Any more? Then there. Onward. Sandstone, bamboo, and tropical wood? I would love to see that ship. You should post a picture of it on the Discord in the show-off section. I keep hearing people like, they should give us a channel where we can post pictures of our ship. I'm like, what do you think the show-off section is for? What do you think you're showing off? It's to post pictures of your ship. To post pictures of the Duchess and Lady Haymaker. I'm just trying to picture it with sandstone and bamboo and tropical wood. I bet even square it looks cool. And glass? I mean, mine is kind of rectangular if you look at it from the top. There's nothing wrong with a square ship. Gotta start somewhere, right? When do you guys see the jalopy that I'm using for my, because I'm doing a video. I'm making a video where I try to speedrun in the speedrun seed. I'm not going to be competing, but I did want to, you know, make some content. And, man, the ship that I am using in that, because I just did not put any effort into it at all. I just basically took a ship out of the ocean and just started sticking balloons and rock and engines on the side of it. It's a heap. It's the kind of thing that you hit it with a wrench to make it work. You don't tweak it. You just bang on it till it works. Oh yeah, you want a very smooth cement, because like you don't want to create air resistance or drag. Excuse me. If you just take a screenshot and then just Control V in the Discord. Just hit the print screen button on your computer. On your keyboard. Yeah, I guess you could take a picture with your phone of the screen, but those aren't usually, the pictures aren't as good usually. Why not just use the print screen button? It's like on your keyboard. You just push the button. It's one button. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Well, put Discord on your laptop then. What are you waiting for? It's like 3 kilobytes. It's such a tiny program. Definitely no malware hiding in there. Yeah, Windows 11 is malware. Actually, I prefer the term bloatware. Thank you for installing Windows 11. We will now install 387 other apps that you did not request. Most of them will have ads. No, you cannot remove them. What is that? Oh, that's garbage. Move it on. Oh, and also, we're going to collect your data on everything. You know what? I'm going to go get that crystal. I don't need it now, but I will. Oh, why did you go up? All right, that's good enough. Ooh, some sulfur. Get some sulfur. Come on, put the block down. What are you doing? One other thing I want to look for. These guys, I hate these guys. Go away. Ah, there he is. Okay. That to me has got to be one of the worst self-preservation tools. I will save my life by exploding. Good job. Oh no, I'm in danger. I will defeat the threat by exploding. Oh, I died. Like, I get why creepers do it. They're plants. When they explode, they spread their spores so that little baby creepers can grow. But these are worms. They hatch from eggs. What do they get out of exploding? Yeah, but, well, no, I think the creepers are canonically, I believe they're plants. Because they said that they described the creeper sound as being like crunchy like dry leaves. And I think, and they are based off of, there's a plant in real life that's like a pod. It's like a seed pod. And when it experiences any kind of like jostling or any kind of impact or movement, it explodes, catapulting the seeds away from the plant. No, I don't want to go towards spawn. I want to go further away from spawn. Oh yeah, the cordyceps fungus. Yeah, maybe it's like a cordyceps infected worm. It detects a living thing and gets close to it and explodes to spread its spores. It's a bloater larvae. I'd be curious to see what, like, an adult bloater looks like. Because I know there's bloat flies. So are there bloater flies? What did I just hit? There's nothing there. I mean, I see that island, but I'm like 30 blocks away from it when I hit it. There was nothing there. Y'all saw that, right? Like, I bounced off with nothing. Ooh, narrowly missed that one. Did you guys see that? That was sick. I just went right over it. That was so close. Who is setting off fireworks during a thunderstorm watch? I guess it is 4th of July tomorrow. I said tomorrow. Yes, today is the 3rd of July. Oh, look, it's a completely submerged island. Look at this. The whole island is underwater. Okay, so I've been keeping track. When I started, spawn was right about, if you guys look at the compass at the top here, right? Where the arrow is, just to the left of the north, that's where it was. And it's been moving. And it's all the way over to here now. So I've completed more than a quarter circle around it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping spawn on my right. I'm looking for the capybara merchant. I know people say he's, you know, hundreds of thousands of blocks away, but I found mine 24K. I think I can find him closer. And in the meantime, going around in circles like this, I find lots of those pirate merchants. And so I can try and see if I can farm up a pirate hat. That's like my goal for today. I don't think I'm going to find the Cappy merchant today, but if I can find a pirate hat, I'll be happy. There's some more desert islands over here with shipwrecks. I just wish the merchants had a chance to, like, sell the hat, so I don't have to kill the merchant to get the hat. I don't like, oh, look, this cute capybara with this cute little hat. Oh, you want the hat? Kill the capybara. Oh, look at this happy merchant with this awesome pirate hat. You want the hat? Kill the merchant. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else in the... I know there's nothing else in the game that is headwear that gives you lockpick. I don't think there's any headwear that gives you stun either. There might be one of, like, the Grimverd masks, maybe. But that's the only thing I can think of. Because I know there's a Grimverd mask that gives you crit chance. Or yeah, or was it crit damage? It's one of the two. Something to do with crits. It's the red one. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was thinking, like, if they came to me and they asked me, like, hey, Slappy, you guys, you've done a lot for us. You've really promoted our game a lot. And, like, we want to make an item. What item would you, like, I know exactly what item I want them to make a helmet that looks like my TV head and would have the same stats as a steamer helmet, but it would have a unique enchantment on it called Binge Watch that gives you 1 point of health and 1 point of stamina regeneration per second. Because there's nothing in the game that you can put on that like regenerates your health and stamina passively. There's stuff you can eat that does it. There's stuff you can drink that does it. But there's no equipment that does it. Yeah, I think there's a reason that they don't have that kind of stuff in the game. I mean, there's a reason why, like, if they were to ask me, I'd be like 1 point per second. Because even that is powerful. You have 1 point per second of health regen plus a 5% lifesteal amulet, you're never dying. People think, oh, it's only 1 health per second. It's like, no, you don't understand how powerful that is. And I just almost passed the Cappy Island because I'm over here yapping instead of paying attention. Yeah. And then, of course, you know, when you get to, like, the steamer, the greatsword, you max that thing out, you get charge rune on it, put it on a Death Eater build. Like, I personally have achieved a 2,000 point swing. Actually, I think I posted a picture once of like it was like a 2,200 point in one swing. Like, that's enough to one-shot a Mortivar Lord. Not a legendary, of course. Just like a regular one. But still. Why would I need 2 pairs of gauntlets? Look at this. Ice. What about this one? They're identical. They both give 5% ice resistance. Yeah, perfect charge rune is it's nuts. I just used the one that gets 50%. I think that's small. I mean, you don't like what are you fighting that you need to like swing for 3,000 points of damage? Like a quarter of that is enough. You know? Like, if you could swing for 700 points of damage a swing, you're killing everything. I mean, I suppose we haven't seen everything yet. There could be stuff later on, but, like, there's also going to be better weapons later on. Could you imagine the kind of stuff that we haven't even found yet? Stuff that we haven't seen yet. There's going to be weapons that, like a normal swing is going to be 10,000 damage. And there's going to be bosses with 100,000 HP. Because it's the only way they're going to be challenging. If we're swinging for 10, and I have seen someone already, it was optimal conditions, level 40 character, max charge rune, poison mushroom buff, like everything. Optimal conditions. And all of their stuff, their armor penetration triggered, all of it, they swung on a crit 10,000 damage in one swing. That's enough to kill an elite Steamer Colossus in one hit. With room to spare. I think a legendary has, like, was it 15,000? Something like that. That's an outrageous amount of HP. But it was more than 10. What do I got here? Loot lock, tireless. Put this down here. Put this over here. Took you 30 real-life hours to find the incubator, and you still only found one capybara merchant at sea level. I've also only found one capybara merchant at sea level. They're super rare. Oh, hey, William Kimbrough. I figure you're around most nights lurking. That's okay. Lurkers are welcome. I am here to make noise in your ear hole. And all you have to do is listen. He keeps calling me young man. How old must you be to call me young? Whoa. Started gaming in the mid. Okay, you got me beat. I don't know if you guys know who Raven December is. He's off and on. He's a friend of mine in real life. He's also a bit older than me too. He also started gaming in the 70s. I almost said in the 50s. He's not that old. He's like, I started gaming before gaming existed. I just missed Atari. My first console was original NES. My neighbor, so he got into the Atari when it was like right at its peak. What is that? Oh, it's a Coliseum. Okay, those are usually trash. Oh, the circle's getting tighter. I gotta go out to a wider. Now, I had a original NES, and then I skipped Super Nintendo and went straight to N64. I got a Nintendo for Christmas, or an N64 for Christmas in, I want to say 1996. Nope, I was a Nintendo Puritan my entire childhood. All the way up through game. I got a GameCube in college. And even to this day, my wife has a Nintendo Switch. We skipped the Wii and the Wii U. See, like, my big game that I was into Mario and stuff, and like Metroid and all that stuff, but the game that really hooked me, that was more than just like, oh well, I'm bored, there's nothing to do, you know, was, well, my first true love of gaming was the Lone Ranger game for original NES. I don't know if you guys have ever played this game. It's amazing. It is such a well-made game. Like, to this day, I still want to go and play it. And, like, that game actually made me, like, appreciate the Lone Ranger as a franchise. And, like, the Lone Ranger has this whole, like, lore and backstory and, like, rules. Like, the Lone Ranger never kills. The Lone Ranger never swears. He never speaks in slang. Like, there's this whole set of rules about the Lone Ranger. I got like really into the. People were like, "Well, you grew up in the '80s, right? So what were you into?" I was into the Lone Ranger in the '80s. And the cool thing, like, this game, let me tell you how in depth this game was. You could, in various towns, walk into a saloon, sit down, and play poker. And it was like a full, like, poker mini game. And I would just sit there and just play poker and blackjack for hours. Or no, it wasn't poker, it was blackjack. Wait, was it poker? I think it might have been poker, actually, not blackjack. It's been so long since I've played that game. I've never beaten it. I've gotten all the way to the end, to the final fight, where you're fighting Butch Cavendish on a steam engine. I've never been able to beat him. Same thing with the Batman game in NES. The original Batman game based on Tim Burton's Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. I had that game. That was another extremely well-made game. And I've gotten all the way to the end, to the final fight at the top of the church tower with the Joker, and I've never been able to kill the Joker. I mean, I've seen the movie. I know how it ends. So it's, but I've only ever actually even made it to the fight once. Because in the game, because like Batman like hangs off with the side of buildings, right? It's almost not as good as Spider-Man, but and so in the game, you have this thing where you can jump from wall to wall, but you have to time it just right because you're just a dude. You're not Spider-Man. So if he doesn't time it right, but I mean, all of these were hobbies. They were pastimes. The game that I really like went from just a fun thing to do to being like a part of my personal culture was Pokemon. When I got a Game Boy, yeah, I got my first one in, I think it was also 96. So I think I got the 64. Pokemon Red, Yellow, and Blue, and I had Coliseum, and I had the little pack that plugs into the bottom of the Nintendo 64 controller. That was it. And then the cool thing is, like, as you play through Coliseum or Stadium, the first one was Stadium. You can unlock what's called the Doduo Game Boy, which is double speed. And then if you get like a perfect completion of the like the tournament mode, and you can unlock the Dodrio Game Boy, which is triple speed. Let me tell you, until you've heard that music, man, these are just pirates. This isn't what I thought it was. How did I get it buried this deep? Ooh, potions. Greater levitation and greater tireless. Hey, there's that greater levitation potion. I just pulled it. Why are these up here? That's not what goes here. This should go here. These should go down here. Breaking up on this side? What do you mean, like my audio, or? Oh, yeah, I think that might be because I bumped the microphone and it's really sensitive. If I touch it at all, like, it just stops working. I mean, there's been a couple of times where I paused, where I just wasn't talking, because I'm like, there's a delay in the chat, so sometimes I stop talking to just read the chat and wait for it to catch up. See, look at this turquoise water. Well, like further away, it's got this like purpley Merlot color. Oh, there goes another firework. Gonna get one of those thunder vests for my guinea pig. I wonder if they make them that small. Maybe make them for like a chihuahua. Hold on a second here. Yeah, the stream is still good. What game is that, William Kimbrough? Test, test. Are you guys able to hear me? Hello? That is not a pirate shop. Yes, okay. Perfect. Yeah. They definitely, like, you can tell that there is, I guess for lack of a better, there's a love in this game. Like this is a work of passion. This is a something that, like, as they're creating it, like, they clearly really cared about making it good, making it quality. Like, somebody's like, hey, I have an idea and I want to make this and I want to make it good. And they did. Ah, here we go. Here's another pirate. I just wish, like, we could get the word out more. And to be fair, it's still in early access, so it's not perfect. And so whenever I hear somebody complain, I'm like, oh, man, this game sucks. There's nothing to do. My game keeps crashing. Like, well, dude, it's still in early access. They're still working on it. Like, it's probably going to be in early access for, like, even now, like, another year. Like, it's probably got another 12 months left. Okay. She's got some things I want. Let me go get some money. They complain about the game and not having anything to do. Ask them if they found the incubator. Why, I do all that. And they're like, yeah, I've been searching for so long. I wish someone would make a guide. I'm like, dude. Hello? All right. Not selling all of those. That. 285. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna make some sticks. Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen. I also asked them if they've defeated the Colossus or the Golem without bow cheesing. Oh, yeah. You haven't really beaten the Colossus until you've beaten him. Hand-to-hand, fisticuffs. Mano y mano. Anything else? Good on rat tails. Guess I can use the gunpowder. Nope. Give me your hat. Nope. No luck. The other day, I was standing right here, and I think it was a treant used an attack and killed me. Right here, and I spawned right on top of the spot where I died. I'm like, what was the point of that kill? And whoa. Hang here for a sec. I'll be right back. I mean, while I'm up here. Although I gotta say, I don't know why they gave the pirate hat stun instead of loot luck. Like, yes, stun is great, but I'm never gonna use it for that. It would have been so much better and made so much more sense if the pirate hat had loot luck on it. It's a pirate hat. They're all about their treasure and their booty and their loot. And their pieces of 8. Wait, I don't have that one. This feels like a missed opportunity. Oh yeah, and you know, like if you guys are on your phones, apparently there's this new thing called typing videos that you can do if you like go down to the comment section and just swipe to the left and hype my videos. It's apparently something that you can only do on smaller creators. Like the ones that got 10 million subs, they don't need it. But I just found out that this was like a thing like the other day. Because I don't really go on YouTube on my phone, so I can't see it. It's something you can only do on your phone. I don't know why they do that. Anyway. This guy's got nothing else I want. Give me your hat. Still no hat. You know what? I'm gonna... Because there might be some netting down here. And there's nothing. All right. Oh. See, these I like right here, because either I get a sapling. Ooh, look at that, got a sapling. Or I get water, which is also useful. Unlike with other plants where I just get a stick, which is less useful. Only got one sapling. That's okay. Yeah, but I don't want the cargo nets. I want the netting. I want the raw material component. With this thing here. I want this right here. Because this... you would think if you put this in the grinder that you'd get this out, but you don't. You don't even get rope. You get thread. This is what you get. You put this in, this is all you get back. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. It should be the rope netting, or at least rope. And there should be a recipe to make rope netting out of rope. But there's not. I think I got enough to upgrade a hat fully. So I'm not terribly worried about it. That's possible. That's why I'm not like, you know, I'm sure something occasionally in this game might annoy me a little bit, but there's nothing in this game that like makes me mad. Because like, even if it's like terrible and it's like, well, this is awful. It's like, well, you know what? It's still in early access. So I'm not going to like criticize it or judge it until the developer is like, okay, you know, because it's like if you were to walk into a kitchen and you see the chef crack 2 eggs, pour some milk and some flour in a bowl, and then you go and stick your finger in there and go, well, this cake is terrible. It's like, well, it's not a cake yet. I didn't say I was done. You know, so I'm going to wait until they come walking out of the kitchen and they go, what do you think of my cake? And then I'll be more critical, I guess. But for now, it's like, I'm not going to complain that something's broken because, you know, they're still working on it. Like, of course the car's not going to start when you haven't put the engine in yet. I want to, because I really like this development team. I don't have a lot of experience with early access games, but I've heard some horror stories, and I've not experienced any of the bad stuff that people talk about with early access. I've not experienced any of that with this one. Like, even when someone comes on and they're like, man, I just had a terrible experience, someone from the dev team will be like, well, why don't you tell me what happened? Maybe I can help you. And they tell them, and you know, as they're talking, you can see like the person's tone shift and calm down because they realize, wait a minute, this person's actually listening to me and they're actually like trying to help me and solve my problem. And I think like people just reflexively go to anger because they just assume that's not going to happen. That I'm going to get on the Discord and I'm going to complain, and either I'm going to be ignored or I'm going to get banned for complaining. And that just doesn't happen here. So I want to give these guys the full benefit of the doubt on any issue that I see in the game or any problems I might, I'll let them know. I'll be like, hey, you know, this might be better if you did it this way. I mean, that's what the suggestion forum is for. But I'm not going to get mad. Gotta let them cook. As of tonight, I have 123.5 hours played. I'm having a blast with the game. I'm just working on maxing my gear and looking for the merchants at sea level now. Super happy with this early access. I know, me too. I have, you know what? Let me double check because I don't know where I'm at. Library. What am I at here for Subnautica? Or not Subnautica. Everwind. I'm at 829.2 hours. And that doesn't include any of the time that I put into the demo version. Only thing that was rough was 41 hours looking for the mechanic, or the merchant. Keep playing and gain altitude at a completely different game. Oh, yeah. You get higher altitude. And, like, I see that, like, there's a skeleton there. There's stuff that I see that, like, ooh, I bet they're going with this. But they haven't implemented yet, so, like, I don't say anything. But I can see where they're going. I see what they're doing. And then I see people complaining. I'm like, dude, you have no idea. All right, I am just about to complete. Oh no, I passed it. Okay, so I've completed a half circle. Wait. I think I did a full circle. Because this looks familiar. Alright, that means we got to go out to a wider radius. Oh, you've got 149 since the update. Wow. Okay. That's dedication right there. Wyland? What's Yland? Is that another game that they developed? The only game I know that they developed is something called, like, I think it's called Potion Ponies. Oh. Something like that. I'll have to look into it. Oh, look. The greeting party's coming out to greet me. Oops. Silly McFly, you have to have power if you want to fly on water. Ugh. Stuck on that thing. Alright, back to the ship. So it was like a precursor to this game. Kind of like how Dwarven Dungeon was a precursor to Minecraft. Yeah. Yep. Got them tracks. I think I'm going to go out to 33K for the next loop. All right. right, you know what? I'm going to go and talk to this merchant. Everybody tells me about these merchants in the lighthouse. I've never talked to them. I'm going to see what they got. I gotta tell you, of all the games I've played, including Skyrim, and Skyrim has a gorgeous skybox, this game has one of the best skyboxes I've ever seen. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, let's get up here into tower. Standard merchant. He's got a few things I don't have. I don't have any money, though. Well, start by robbing the place blind. Where did he go down the stairs? He's just standing there looking at me like, really? Right in front of me. You're just gonna, I'm like looking right at you. You're just gonna steal everything right in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I am. What are you gonna do about it? You don't like it? Get better locks. Oh, wait. Some boots. Oh, there we go. All right. That's that. Poison resistance? Nah, you can have that. See what else we got here. Oh, we got some planks here. We can turn those into sticks. So that's... I don't want to keep the rest of this stuff. All right, when all else fails. Keep the desk. Keep the locker. Keep the cabinets. Sell those. Those. Sell that. Sell that. Oh, doesn't have enough left. How much is it? 10? Sure, why not? We'll do that. There we go. All right. Make sure she's got nothing left that I want. Oh, I guess I could take those. Don't really need to keep these now that I've got the recipe. Oh, wait. What do we have here? Sell these. That, sell that, sell those. Those don't do anything. Sell that. 19, huh? What about this fence? Sell that, right? What about out in the balcony here? All right, that's good enough. I'm not going to make a stink out of this. You're going to have to die first, though, because you're stronger. Swing, what are you doing? All right. I don't want these. I'm just going to put them back. There we go. Where's my ship? There it is. Wait, really? There's a hidden room? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Ah, okay. Good call. Just what I needed. Water. All right, back to the ship. All right, what time is it? Ooh. Yeah, those I've seen. I just didn't know there was one in here because I don't come to these very often. I'm looking at the time, and I'm thinking it might be time to wrap up the stream. I think probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a break now, and I'm going to rest. And then over the weekend, I'm going to track down the capybara merchant because I'm not going to make you guys continue to watch me. And what I will do is the next stream will be on Monday, and hopefully, if I find the capybara merchant, I will be starting from the Capybara Merchant's Tower. So, in the meantime, thank you for checking out the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys Monday. Bye.